All right, moving on. We are getting into athletes and Ozempic. It sounds like alliteration, but it's not. It's an A and an O. So Ozempic is also known, or it's becoming more popularly known as GLP-1 because they don't want to be affiliated with the word Ozempic. So what this does for those of you who don't know, it basically makes your body think it's more full than it is, or it's that, or it makes the uh, stomach stay more contracted, so you can't expand, and you keep eating. And
Yeah,
as
it
a
kills your
result,
hunger.
as a result, it keeps your hunger down, and people lose a lot of weight. And they develop what I call Ozempic face. So, do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I notice it in the legs.
You know it's in the leg. I know it's in the face, where the face looks like it's halfway between like I'm starving and I'm still fat.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think about these athletes and using Ozempic to legally, for now, get themselves ready to compete?
I actually put this on my. I actually talked about this on my TikTok a while ago. I said, should Ozempic be seen as a performance enhancing drug? And people, the comments couldn't really give me a good answer. A lot of the comments were actually saying no because you can lose muscle on Ozempic, and you would basically be hurting yourself. When I said all I have to do is lose 5 pounds. If I lose 5 pounds of fat, I can I can gain I can gain muscle like that.
Yeah.
But as I get older, it's a little harder to drop fat, or I get lazier. I have too much time on my hand, or you come off of that off season. You need to like get into shape quick. If I had Ozempic in college, uh, or when I was pro, girl, please.
Yeah, dude, that's so true. Like, I mean, I didn't have this problem. If anything, I was under eating. I was still 5 at swim back, and I competed at 219. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't think it's a performance enhancer either. I think it's stupid. I think all that doping stuff is stupid.
Mm.
Let me take this back. I think that using this stuff purely as a performance enhancer unethically, I think it's all dumb. Now, Ozempic's a little different because it's not illegal yet, and two, like I think it's as a moral decision. If you are willing to take it to not do the work, then that's just who you are to me in my eyes. And I think what I think about you, and but you did it within the rules, so I don't have a problem with it. But would I do it? No.
I think there's a lot to what you said there about if you don't do the work, because if you I there's a picture on my Instagram. I had a side by side of me at 200 pounds and then me at like 195. And one, I look like a freaking land whale, and and then at 195, I look like friggin' Hercules, like Zeus,
Right.
just shredded. So, but to get that, I had to put in the work. And I think if I just lost 5 pounds on Ozempic, I'm not gaining any strength off of that, potentially losing muscle on that. Um, I haven't gotten any further in training because of that. Losing those 5 pounds was a result of, the hard training I put in. So it's not even necessarily that I was performing better at 195 because I was 5 pounds lighter. It was because I did a shit ton of work that
Right.
happened to lose 5 pounds. And in fact, I probably lost like 15 pounds of fat and put on 10 pounds of muscle. That's the thing you don't realize either. So it's, yeah, you may lose 5 pounds, but if you didn't do anything to gain the muscle that you need to move fast in the water, then it's all for nothing.
Yeah, I see what you're saying too. I think me personally, I just feel like it's kind of what you said. Like I like the feeling of feeling like I earned whatever I gained.
Mm.
Like, and I think that that's also a really stupid way to live life. Like, you should be about efficiency, but I don't know. That's severe fall.
I'm also terrified what will happen if like the type of training that we used to do, doing that on an empty stomach or not being able to eat fully to recover.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. I think that you're getting dangerous there.
Yeah. And I may be, everything I said, guys, I want you to put this in a disclaimer, maybe take worth a grain of salt, because I have ulcerative colitis. And basically, all I got to do is get sick and I lose like 40 pounds in a week. So I kind of have my own cheat code, unfortunately. But it's like right now I'm looking real good because I had a relapse over the summer and I lost like 30 pounds. So
Sheesh.
yeah, so I have my own Ozempic, Dax Hill, as they say in the streets. So maybe take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but that's just how I feel about it. But anyway,